Good evening, everybody. Hell's Unicorn here once again, and I have an update from the current proceedings in Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, there is something very rotten going on in Arizona right now as I speak. Down below in the description is a link to the Ustream account of Ron Paul or Bust. He is a Ron Paul he is a delegate, an alternate delegate that has been at the convention there in Arizona from the beginning. He has been streaming the entire time he's been there. His streams have been a little bit fragmented because of lack of battery power. He has to keep going back and forth, and he has to keep on recharging his camera. But let me give you the long and short of this. Throughout the course of this entire proceeding, delegates and alternates have been disqualified from voting on technicalities. These are bylaws that are basically changed on site, just at the last minute. They decided, people are arriving at 9 in the morning and they are suddenly deciding out of nowhere that at 11 in the morning, if you're not signed in and not credentialed, even if you were in the building, if you did not report to the right place, you do not get a badge that certifies you as being able to vote on a slate. At least not for a certain list of delegates. There's something about national delegates later on. It's really convoluted, and when something's convoluted, it's set up that way specifically to throw things off. Now, on top of this, Ron Paul or Bust has 3 or 4 eyewitnesses that testify that there's ballot stuffing going on. There's people, Romney people most likely, on their cell phones talking to people. They got 3, 4 ballots in their hands. And then upon bringing this up to the people that are watching the voting boxes, the ballot boxes, they said that the chairperson and vice chairperson and all of the legal counsel were telling them it's fine, it's just people who are turning in the ballots for an entire group of people. There's not any ballot stuffing going on. The problem with this is that the people, the witnesses that are bringing this up, got too many ballots for their groups. So it is not only possible, it is very likely that too many ballots were handed out to other groups, and thus we have ballot stuffing going on right now as we speak. This was brought up to the person watching there, and he said he was not allowed to do anything because he would have been sued by whichever legal counsel is present there. Probably people that are under the guy that Mitt Romney sent into Maine, which was also the guy that was involved in the 2000 recounts down in Florida. On top of all of this, they have 7 voting machines, for counting purposes I'm assuming, at the convention here. 6 of them all of a sudden are not working, and they cannot get a count done. And they've had to take all of the ballots in private to count them. The chairperson and the vice chairperson are not on the floor. People are wandering around trying to figure out what the heck is going on. People are leaving the building. I'm assuming most of these people leaving hopefully are Mitt Romney people or leftover Santorum people, because quite frankly, if Ron Paul people are leaving that room, they're not being smart about this, because a fast one is being pulled right now as we speak. I mean, the people that are in the official chairs refuse to say anything on camera. That is a huge red flag right there. I know that Arizona has a long history of being a hotbed for organized crime, and the fact that McCain keeps getting reelected there is proof positive that there's something really warped about their voting system in that state. So I don't know what we're going to pull out of this. I don't know how many delegates we're actually going to grab here. I have a feeling we're not going to grab a majority in this state. And it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that we weren't going to win every single state, but I don't like losing like this. I think if the people that are on the ground there, if they are able to stick this out, and if they are able to raise enough of a fuss about this, maybe we can pull something out here, but it's not looking good right now. But everybody who is watching this video, if you have the time to spend, get over to this Ustream account, watch all this stuff so you can see exactly what's going on. This is American democracy in action. With prudence to myself and benevolence to all of you, good evening.